You know, there's a plethora of coffee brewing kit on the market, but every now and again you come across something that really is good and makes a positive difference. And that's the case with the Fellow Shimmy Coffee Sieve. Now, I bought this about a year ago. I didn't have high expectations at the time, but I found it an interesting concept. And you know, I've used this pretty much every single day during my coffee brewing. Now, I brew a batch of coffee in the morning before I go to work, and this is part of that coffee brewing ritual. Now, before I delve into how it works, I'm going to briefly talk about coffee particle size and why sieving can be useful. Now, when we grind coffee, we'd like to think we'll be getting our desired particle size every single time for our chosen brewing method, but that's not the case. If you've got a good grinder, in the main, you will get your desired particle size, but you will also get some particles that are bigger than that, and you're going to get some particles that are smaller than that. Now, the bigger particles we call boulders, and the smaller particles we call fines. So when you grind that coffee, you're going to get a mix of some boulders, some of your desired particle sizes, and some fines. The boulders, they tend to under-extract during the coffee brewing process. They don't really bring much to the cup, but neither do they spoil the coffee either. The fines, on the other hand, can be a bit troublesome. They can tend to over-extract and therefore add a bitter finish to your coffee, but they can also block filters and they can slow down the flow of water. Either way, we really don't want those fines in our coffee brewing. So Fellow have taken a really simple approach. They've decided that all they need to do is get rid of very fine particles. So they've got a sieve inside here that will let particles smaller than 200 micrometers through, leaving inside just our desired particle size plus some of those boulders. And the way it works is really, really simple. You take the lid off, you take your coffee grinds, you drop it in, put the lid back on, and then it's just a case of giving it a shake. And during the shaking process, you're kind of forcing those fines out of the holes in the sieve, and they're collecting in the outer chamber. And all I tend to do at the end, give it a bit of a tap, open the lid, and what I have coming out of this side will be the coffee I want to use for my brewing. And then underneath, I have another chamber, and those are all my fine particles. Typically, in around about a 30 gram amount in here that I use for a typical brew, I get a couple of grams, maybe 1.5 grams of fines in there. Very, very simple, very effective. And what I found out as well by using this is that if I've not spent a lot of money on a grinder, it tends to produce more fine particles. And this kind of lifts the value of my coffee grinder. So that's it. Really simple, really quick, really effective. If you've got any thoughts, comments or questions about this product or anything to do with coffee grinding, please feel free to get in touch. In the meantime, thanks for watching.